Yo, what is up, everybody, and welcome back to another challenge circuit course guide for the TGC tours. This is week number 8. You all have the Blue Moon Championship coming up, and you are playing this week at the Recreationale Rouge. Recreationale Rogue? We're gonna go with that. Recreationale Rogue, made by Sire 0329. And I'm going to say right now, I like this course. I like this course a lot. This course gives you a ton of chances to score very low on it, but it also gives you the chance to get absolutely annihilated by it. So this is what we have for your settings. Medium wind directions to the southwest. The fairways are firm, greens are moderate, the green speed is very fast, which doesn't punish you as much as I thought it might. The time of day is dusk, weather is clear. Let's head out into the course. This is a good one that you guys got this week, and let's start with how I would attack it. Here we go. Here we are, hole number 1. Let's start this off. All right, first thing to know about this course, there is a ton of light rough. Everywhere you see the light is light rough. So when you have a hole like this, I say, personally, just go for it. There's no point in putting it back into the fairway back here, just because if you get it nice and close, you're just going to have a splash shot out of light rough, more than likely. So I say just grip it and rip it. If you end over here to the left, again, light rough. You're going to have a 92 to 97% coming out of it. So, get it close. Go for the splash shot. Which is what we're going to do right now. Fast it. So we went super long. Don't do that. These greens, there's a couple of holes where they get pretty deceptive, but for the most part, very scoreable greens this week. You're not going to be dealing with a whole lot of heavy break. There is a lot of ghost break here, which you're going to see. It's just so minute in between the marks that it could lead to some problems. I shorted that. That kind of sucks. That probably would have went. That's all right, though. We'll take our par. Move on. But for a lot of these holes, I mean, there's so much light rough. Honestly, for a lot of them, it's going to be just grip it and ripping. A lot of sloping back into the fairway, too, like this hole right here. It's hard to get into a position where you don't have a good second shot on this course. All right, here, pretty much just don't go long. If you end a little short, it funnels down into the hole. If you go long, it funnels back into the hole. So as long as you just don't go super long, you can get this one fairly close on a second shot. It all funnels back towards the hole. Like right there, we shot it wide right. Still funneled back in towards the hole. Definitely leaving some difficult putts for myself, though. Try not to do that. See if we can bury this one home. Edge burner. Edge burner. All right, time for 3 and 4. Back-to-back par 5s. Pretty straightforward. Again, just for your first shot, rip it and rip it. There's not too many holes where you don't want to grip it and rip it. But all these par 5s are reachable. Every single one of them. At least with round 1 conditions. So here's our first look. Try to keep this left side green over here, because again, it all funnels back in. Just try to keep it left so you can catch that funnel back in towards the hole. Perfect. And just like that, we have a chance at an eagle here. See if we can make it. Oh, man, I'm edge burning today. All right. At least we got a birdie. We're into the red. Another par 5 coming up. Again, grip and rip. Try to keep this over here, right side, so that it funnels back into the fairway. If you get it too far left, it will end up in the rough. It is still light rough over here, but the thing is you're going to be on a downhill slope, which is going to make that ball come out real nasty. So just try to keep it right side fairway like I did here and funnel it back to the left side of the fairway. You're on hole 4. But look at this. I mean, we got a 6-iron coming in. This green, again, funnels all back. You just got to avoid the fast. If you end up down here, yeah, it's a death sentence for sure. So just try to stay away from over here, because you will get into a situation where you are inside 75 feet and you have to putt that back up that hill. So if anything, just keep it right. If you end up over here, that's a lot better than ending up down here and putting it back. So just try to avoid that situation at all costs. If you normally play a fast, or if you're scared that you play a fast even though you're going for perfects, just keep that thing right. But here, again, another eagle opportunity to start off on this front 9. Let's see if we can actually make this one. Which we do. All right. Eagle in the bag. 3 under. I think actually some of the hardest holes on this course are these par 3s. Because look at this. Look at what you have to do to come into this. If you try to hit through this tree, you don't even do it because you won't. You will sometimes land it, go through the tree, land it short, and roll onto the green. But it gets kind of nasty up in this region, because you'll hit land and you'll just skirt off to the left. Sometimes you'll go long and have a chip. Sometimes you'll end up down here with a really nasty putt. So what you have to do, you have to fade this in. If you want a good shot coming into the hole, you have to fade this thing in. It's a nasty hole. If you want to go to the hole. I mean, you can play it safe here, but ending here just leaves you with a really nasty putt. So I suggest you try to fade it in. You can try to go up and over the tree here, like aim to the left side, hope that you get a good bounce. They're just really few and far to come by. I have not been able to birdie this hole yet. Went a little long. That was a good fade in though. If you're gonna miss on this hole, I would suggest missing it off the green, honestly. At least get yourself a chip to try to make it on a chip. Or you can try to go for an absolutely ludicrous putt. A lot of the times though, if you don't fade it in, you want to play it safe and you play it to the middle of the green, you're just gonna have a 50-foot absolutely disgusting shot in. So kind of do that at your own risk. All right, I said at the beginning that this course has a lot of holes where it can you can score really well, but it also has holes that can kill you. This is one of those. You can play this like I'm about to play it. I suggest to most people, just aim for down here somewhere. If you end up in the light rough, again, that's fine. But you'll have a nice little short pitch shot coming in. If you're not comfortable with pitch shots, you can play it even back further. You know, back here, if you really want to. And take an iron in. But I suggest just getting it down in here and taking a nice pitch shot. Now, you can get crazy, which I'm about to do, and go for this thing. Which is just fun. So that's what we're about to do right here. Let's go for this. Hit it up into the wind a little bit. Oh. Except we perfect it. We were trying for it fast there. So we're going to have a little bit of a tough shot. If you go into the heavy rough, it is unforgiving, like you see here. You get some tough lies. That's a decent recovery from there, though. Not a whole lot of green to work with, so that makes that a little bit harder. Oof, another edge burner. God dang. If you want to play it safe, though, just play it back. But the driver will get there, and it gets there pretty easily. Having it on moderate greens is really helpful, too, because the driver will stick a little bit better. But that's one of the holes where you can get in a lot of trouble. I've put it into the water quite a few times, so that's definitely a high risk, high reward type of shot if you want to take it. All right, this one's just perched up kind of nastily on this hill. I suggest playing it off, honestly, to the right or to the left here and have it funnel back. This hole's not easy, though. No matter where you land it around the hole, you're gonna have a pretty tough putt. The only thing that isn't really that hard of a putt is if you land it kind of short and to the right. But I always go for greens and go for the hole, so that's what we're gonna do here. I'm gonna play it left and watch it funnel back to the hole. Except I fasted it. This could end up pretty nasty. It's not gonna funnel enough. We're gonna have a bad putt here. That was a bad shot. Do not do what I just did, because this is a really nasty putt on very fast greens. Okay. Okay. See what happens. Remember, downhill putts on very fast greens, you want to aim it a little bit back further than what you normally would. Those very fast greens really get this ball moving. Decent lag putt, actually, from there. So if, like, it's 10 inches down and you're normally aimed, 10 feet back, you want to do a little bit more, because yeah, it just gets really moving. All right, you have a little bit of room to work with here if you're using, anything 275 or above, just because left side slopes back, right side you have this little outcrop here to the right, so you have a lot of fairway to work with here. If you do what I just did right there, this is going to come right back into the fairway, so you don't even have to worry about it, honestly. Almost no matter where you hit it over here on this left side, it usually always funnels back into the fairway. The only time is if it's a little bit of a wind to your back and you hit really nicely in that little, there's like a, yeah, I can't even show you. I might be able to on here. Like right in here, there's a nice little like flat section in here where it kind of flattens out a little bit, and sometimes you'll end up in the rough, but not that often. So you can really play it quite aggressive if you'd like. All right, we have a big uphill shot coming in here. You just want to get it up onto this this third level up near pin. If you go a little long, that's fine. You'll actually have a decent chip coming back. You just don't want to end up short, because ending up short definitely puts a damper on just any chance you wanted to have at maybe even getting it close. So just make sure you get up to that third level up here where the pin is. Again, if it goes a little long, that's fine. But that's the type of shot you want right there, so you can take home a birdie here. Like we just did. Don't hit it short. You're going to have a downhill chip coming back, but you can just loft it up, put some spin on it, and get that thing to stop. All right, big boy coming down. This shot's going to add about 25 yards, roughly. About 24 yards, actually, onto this. So I play this way back. We're aiming at a 164 right now. We got a wind, too, so that's something you have to consider. 164 is right in here. That wind's going to add about 4 yards onto it. So you're going to be a landing zone somewhere in here, which is actually really good. You're going to land it right in this region. Get a nice little kick towards the hole. But since we are using a handy dandy 8-iron, and we're landing onto moderate greens, this should stop fairly nicely for us. We fasted it. It's gonna go a little longer than we wanted. We'll still have a putt in though. So, like I said, the par 3s in this course are probably the toughest part of this course, honestly. A lot of the par 4s you don't have to work with, like, tight fairways or bad hazards as much. You can usually get it safe for a second shot. A lot of these par 3s are tough. Very tough. Which is a good change, honestly. I think that might be what I'm drawn mostly to this course by. All right. See if we can bury home a miracle. Oh my god, I pulled the hell out of that. God dang it. That sucks. We had a chance at it. That was a really bad putt. Those don't happen that often. My god, when they do. All right, another par 3 we're working with here. Again, just don't land it short. The thing with this hole that's kind of nasty about it is it's perched up right on the crest of this hill. So if you hit it long, you're going to have to putt back down it. But you have a better chance at just playing it safe for a par than you do at lagging it up this hill. Even though there's not a ton of break on it, the chances of you shorting it and having it stop short and potentially roll a little bit back down this hill, which you don't want, it can get fairly nasty. So I just tried to aim it a little bit long. If you go a bit long, it's all right because you still don't have a ton of break that you have to work with here. You just have to avoid hitting your putt too hard coming back down this hill. And again, I fasted it. I guess we're having a fast problem right now because we're going to be chipping this right now. Play this chip safe if you get into a situation like I just got into. You do not want to fast it too much and have it roll all the way down this hill. But as you can see, you're like right on the cusp of when this hill starts. So putting down it is a little scary, but you don't have a ton of break to deal with, so you should be okay. If you want to play it short and put it up the hill and just take the risk, you can do that too. It's probably the on the safer side, but if you're like me, sometimes you short some shots, and if you short it too much, you're not going to make it up that hill, and you're going to roll all the way back down. All right, left side fairway is what you're playing. Left side fairway. Just, you want to stay away from the water. Don't make this a blow-up hole, especially since it's a par 5. Just aim it for the left. It funnels back fairly nicely. Just keep it left. Watch it funnel back through. Just like so. Get yourself a shot in here. Try to aim middle. So aim right here. You want it to land somewhere in here and have it funnel back towards the hole, which is what we're going to try to do right now. Gonna end up being a little left. This should still work all right. It's gonna take a nasty bounce, but we'll have a nice little putt in here for eagle. The par 5s are gonna be big for you this week to score on. You have to score on these par 5s because they are very, very scoreable. So let's see if we can get another eagle in the books. I hit it too hard. God dang it. I hit it too hard and I pushed it. Boy, golf game's just a little off right now for me. Oh my god, I blasted that thing. Whew. Still got an eagle though. See, that's what you want. Birdie on that par 5, eagle on that par 5, and another birdie on this par 5. You just gotta score on these par 5s. Okay, here is an instance of going for it makes absolutely 0 sense. Don't even do it. No point in even taking the driver out of the bag here. Just get yourself a nice little 3-wood and poop it down the fairway. It's going to be a short shot coming in anyways on your second shot. Don't even risk it. There's no point in pulling the driver out for this hole. So this is another one of those rare holes where you don't grip it and rip it. You got an uphill green to work with coming in. Just try to land it short. Get yourself a nice little uphill putt. And don't fast it. Oh my god. Makes me sick to my stomach. Don't do what I'm doing. This was a blow-up hole for us. How unfortunate. Especially since this is probably one of the easier holes on the course. Alright, let's see if we can at least make this and stop the bleeding. No, we can't. Double bogey it is. That's a bummer. Well, hey, learn from me. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right, another putt, tough par 3. A long one. Short, death, long, death. You just want to try to get it. If you want to play it safe, land it second level, about where I'm at right here. Get it to stop somewhere in here. If you want to play it safe. If you want to go for it, which is what I'm about to do. We're just going to go for it. Actually hit it perfect. Okay, guess we're playing it safe. This is a very safe shot here. Because look at this green. This is the reason why this is a safe shot. There's certain spots on each of these greens that you can land it and actually have a very easy shot coming in for your second or third. This is one of them, but this is probably where you're going to see some of that ghost break. I'm actually going to play this off to the right just a touch. Yeah, it did. It broke a touch back to the left. But just like that, another birdie in the books. At least we get one of the strokes back from that very bad double bogey. But playing it safe is actually really good here. This hole, right side green. Really, or not right side green, right side fairway. This is what a lot of these fairways do. They're very nice to the golfer at hand. So we just play this off to the right. It'll funnel back into the middle of the fairway. And we'll have a nice second shot coming in. The toughest part about the fairways is you're going to have a lot of pretty gnarly lies. Like this is a red lie. You're going to have a lot of gnarly lies coming in. But overall, a fairly pleasant fairway experience at this course. Man, I'm hitting this 3-iron dead nuts today. Normally I fast this. Honestly, not playing the best of golf right now. Get an all. Oh. Close. Take our par. Move on. That double bogey really killed the round a little bit. We can definitely make a comeback here. Another blow-up hole opportunity. If you want to play it safe, you can play it way back, but you're going to have a really nasty second shot coming up. Honestly, you're just going to want to aim it somewhere in here. I'm going to aim it left side fairway here. You just want to stay away from the water, essentially. And that's not a whole lot of rough between you and the water. Playing on firm fairways, you do get some really nasty bounces over there, so you could put it into the water. So just watch out and try to avoid it at all costs. All right, Perched Green here. It rolls downhill all the way past this hole. So you want to try to aim it either short or a tad long. If you get too much mustard on this thing, it rolls right off the green. So what I do is I aim for a spot right here. Get a little bit right. If you slow it, it's fine. It funnels back. If you fast it, though, more than likely, you're going to have a chip back at the hole. So just try to keep it a little short a hole. This might be too short. It is. Which is fine. This is actually a good chipping distance right here. Let's see if we can Drano max this. Or very slow it. Okay. I don't know what's happening with my golf today, but this is where we're at. Par 4, all funneling back into the fairway on the left side here, so rip it and rip it. Rip it and rip it. This is probably one of the most forgiving greens. You fast it, it rolls back. You slow it, that could be some problems, but if you slow it, you're going to end up probably shorting it, and it's going to roll back here, and you're going to have to putt uphill. If you go long, it actually rolls back into the hole. What I've been doing is I've been aiming it to the left and trying to get it to funnel back into the hole. If it goes a little long, it actually funnels here, and still rolls back towards the hole. So I've been taking out a handy-dandy 9-iron for my second shot. We're going to try to get this a little left of the green, or left of the pin. Well, you get to see what a slow does. Still fine. The reason why I'm not scared as much to slow it down this hill is mainly because you're bringing in like a 7, 8, 9 iron. You're going to get that to stick a little bit on moderate greens. So you shouldn't get too much of a roll back behind here. Unless you really slow it and miss it by a ton. Then you could definitely be in trouble. But that's just what happens when you hit a bad shot. Oh, close. All right, the next hole that can get you into trouble. Like I said, scoreable, but also deadly. We're gonna go for it. You could definitely not go for it. Put it somewhere in here. Look, you have 100 yards to go. You could 5 iron this in. You know, 4 iron it in, 3 iron it in, and still have 100 yards to go. But we're not going to do that. We're going to get saucy, as we always do. And we are going to go for the sucker. Oh, look at this coming in nicely. Oh, look at this coming in nicely. Settle. Damn, got too much of the hill. But we'll have a nice little chip up here for a chance to chip an eagle. Yeah, how you play this is up to you. I always go for it. I got a little bit too far to the left there. I definitely wanted to get that a little bit more right, so I didn't have to play into that hill as much. But oh, we almost got the chip in eagle. Yeah, how you play that is up to you. If you want to take the chance, definitely take the chance like I just did. If you want to play it back safe and take a wedge in, you can do that too. It's completely up to you. All right, another par 5 and the last hole of the round. Even with the wind in our face, still a pretty easy second shot in. Grip and rip it. Try to keep it right side like I just did there, just so you have a shorter distance coming into the hole. We'll take a peek at this green, which again is all funneling right side in. Left side is calm. So you can go for the pin right side here. If you go long, it's all right. You have a little bit of a backstop, or you can play it safe, aim for the left side, and get yourself a little bit more of an easier putt in. We are going to go for the hole, though, because we always do. I've actually been not hitting fast, so maybe play for that. Yeah, I'm hitting this 3 iron really good. Little long. That's fine. Like I said, backstop to work with. And we have another eagle opportunity. See if we can Drano max this one. To end the round. I didn't break it all. I pulled it a little bit. I pulled it into that break some. But we get a birdie, and we finish at a 6 under. That one bad shot that we had to put into the water for the double bogey definitely hurt us there, because that is a very birdieable hole. But we finish at a 6 under. 78% fairway in regulation, still shoot a 6 under. 66% green in regulation, still shoot a 6 under. The course is very, 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 very scoreable. And I didn't even really play my best golf. My best round here is a 13 under. Like, it is very possible to shoot very good golf at this course. And I feel that that is going to be reflected in the challenge circuit scoring this week. Now, there are going to be some people that get into some trouble, of course, just because this course has the potential to give you some blow-up holes. Some really bad blow-up holes. But for the most part, I think we're going to be seeing some very, very low scores in the challenge circuit course, in the challenge circuit tournaments this week. But this is still a very fun course, and I very much enjoyed it. So there it is. That is the challenge circuit course guide. a pretty straightforward course. There's not a ton of course management that you have to do. It's mainly just managing around hazards, but I still hope that this helped you out some. If it did, make sure to leave a like on the video. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button. We do these every single week. TGC Tours rounds every week. If you're into any of that, hit the sub. I'd greatly appreciate it. I also stream live over twitch.tv/RespawnTV. Sunday, Wednesday, Friday. If you're interested in any live action, you can catch me over there starting at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Hope you have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world, and we will catch you on the next one. Good luck with your rounds this week. See you around. Deuces.